Well, Todd and I found an entrance. That's it right there. And we're in this main haulage tunnel that heads down this way. You can see Todd way up there with his lights. So let's check this out. Major airflow coming through here. Probably hear it in the camera. So probably some openings elsewhere that's causing all of that. Got some rock fall here. Looks like it came from right in there. But we'll continue this way. Don't know if you can hear that wind in the camera, but there's massive airflow blowing through here. It's pretty incredible. It's also pretty cold. Feels like a refrigerator in here. Well, we've come to an intersection. That doesn't go anywhere there, but there's the main tunnel, and then there's a branch here to the right. Let's check this out. Not sure which way Todd went. Oh, there he is. I see his light. Got some more cart track right here. Just a piece of it. Uh-oh, major collapse here. Yeah, this is as far as we can go here. It's either been backfilled or collapsed. So let's head back to the junction and keep following the main haulage tunnel. This right here was probably explosive storage. There's some shelving in there on the left. And that's probably what that was, where they stored the dynamite and explosives. Okay, continuing down the main haulage tunnel. I'm not sure if we have a collapse here or if we can keep on going or... Okay, we're gonna climb through that hole you see there to get through this passageway here that's partially blocked with a major collapse.
Todd's gonna do a signature worm.
Right there's the hole where my light is. So we just came through that hole. What happened here, this right here is a collapsed ore pass, or just an ore pass that got plugged up with all this debris that came down it. So back in the day when the mine was in operation, this would have been a clear tunnel with no debris in it like you see here. So that's where that came from. The ore pass is right up there. And we're gonna keep heading down here now that we're past that obstacle. Tunnel goes that way. Looks like there's another collapse up here. You can see Todd up there. He's already past it. You can see his light. Probably another failed ore pass like we just came through. Check this out. Probably one of the veins they were following here. You can see it up there in the overhead. Like a yellowish, a yellow color, yellow sulfur-like color. But these were gold mines, so that might be limonite. I think limonite is the same color, that kind of a golden yellow color. So you can see we're approaching a Y intersection here. The ore cart tracks split right here. And the rails on this side are missing, but the rails over there are still there. And this leads into a stope. For those that don't know, a stope is the large underground cavern that remains after the miners remove all the ore. They call it a stope, and that's what you're looking down into there. So here's looking down into this stope. You can see that goes way down there and extends all the way over there and goes up even higher. That's a massive void. As you can see, it's on a slight angle there. That was the angle of the vein that they removed. We're not going to go down there, obviously, because it's pretty much a vertical drop-off. But we can take this tunnel to the left and check it out from the other side. Here's some leftover relics from when they had electricity running through here. But we're gonna head this way. Hey, you see Todd way up there. So here's a big ore chute, it looks like. Look, the electrical wiring is still in place. Very rare to find wiring still in place in these mines. But this ore chute is a mess. Looks like it partially collapsed maybe, but we're gonna head that way. So we just passed that big ore chute and still headed down this tunnel. You can see the ore cart tracks. And as usual, there are two pipes on the right side. Very common in mines. One was probably a water pipe and the other maybe for air to power the drills and stuff like that. So that right there leads into that stope that we saw earlier before we came down this left-hand tunnel. It's like a little peekaboo hole into that really deep stope. More electrical wiring on the ground. Another look into the stope. Beyond that precipice right there, where my light is, drops down hundreds and hundreds of feet. A little wet in here, kind of muddy. So here's another collapse we have to get past. This one's a little more constricted than the other one we just came through earlier. Again, this is probably another ore pass that is no longer functioning as an ore pass and instead represents a collapse or a blockage. But Todd already went through there and the tunnel continues. So let's get through here and check out the rest of the mine. It's really muddy in this mine. Check this out, we're kind of sinking in. Wow, really sinking in. So another major collapse here that Todd's checking out. See if it's passable. Here's a drill bit still stuck in the tunnel wall. Check that out. Right there.
I think. Okay.
Well, we decided that collapse was just a little too dangerous to get past, so we've turned around and are now making our way back out of the mine. So yeah, we'll keep going this way. So check out this yellow mineral here. It's everywhere. Even right here. Got some gray rock, and then this yellow is kind of mixed in with it. Got to go through this collapse up here again to get out.